We're gonna play some PO with Tezzerret. Been having some pretty good success with this list. Tezzerret's really good. Couple of deck choices. I mean, PO is pretty straightforward. You have all your Moxen. You have um, tutors. I'm not playing a mystical tutor just because two slow tutors feels like one too many sometimes. Um, we're like kind of barely black, mostly blue, and because that put in two islands, no scry land. Having the second island, I think, is pretty good. Uh, no one ever expects it, and it's lets you play through the wasteland decks pretty well. Um, yeah, one Flusterstorm in the main. I almost wish that was two, but I'm not sure what to cut. Like fitting four Tezzerets in was not easy, um, and then fitting in four stock ups also was pretty great. I don't know. I might the next time I play this list, I might try three Tezzerets. The card is very strong, but drawing many of them in a row is not always great. Um, yeah, we have Tinker with Citadel, we have Karn, just usual suspects from old Boomer PO list. No white means no Monastery Mentor. Sideboard is again mostly blue spells with the consigns, flusters, dress down. I'm thinking this may be good in situations where your opponent, like against mono white, where they have lots of hate pieces in play at once. You can take them all out and then go off, and then Force of Negation for combo and all that good stuff. Hercules Recall, because Shops is, I think, a little bit on the upswing. And then we have Dismembers for oofs and whatnots. Sphinx of the Steel Wind. I play a league with Wormcoil. I liked Wormcoil, but like never really came up. And I think the Vigilance is like the big difference here. Although Tezzerret Pseudo gives the Wormcoil Vigilance, so maybe Wormcoil is fine because it is something you can wish for and cast. I don't know. Then we got the Portal, and then we got three pieces of Dredge Hate, which feels kind of light, but if you think about it, Tezzerret means it's actually seven because you can fetch all these off of Tezzerret. So anyway, yeah, I don't know. That feels light, but here we go. PO, old school PO, but with new school Tezzerret, the cruelest of captains. Um, hope you enjoy. The end. Okay, here we go. Round one. Sand is permission heavy, but I think it's a keep, so we'll keep it. Against Resco on Bazaar. Let's find out what flavor of Bazaar we're dealing with here. A Chalice on Zero flavor. I think the Lotus is too important here. We just gotta force it. I think we're gonna pitch the Snapcaster to protect, so we can use the force of the Flusterstorm to protect something else later, potentially. Okay, well, they're not having it. That's great. We could be in trouble. But could be, I mean, are. They are on the Dredge version of Dredge. Not. Okay, of course we draw another Moxen. The turn we could have had, potentially, alas, are not going to. I guess we'll just cast our ring and pass the turn. All these goodies in our hand. Maybe we did want the Snapcaster, I don't know. If not for the Chalice, we could have PO'd there for two with Fluster up and the Snapcaster behind it. And I don't know if that's good enough, but it's certainly better than the nothing we are doing. Alright, we're getting griefed. I guess there is a Chain of Vapor in our deck, so it's potential that we could draw a way to get rid of this, but I don't think it's going to happen quick enough. They do not have any dredgers, which is a plus, all things considered. And they haven't found any yet. Okay, well, so it's they're 2-2 and a Chalice against everything I can do, which is not much right now. Good talk. I'm kind of regretting pitching the Snapcaster now, because, alright, well. Our life total could matter here, so let's just do it this No, you don't have any cards in the end. You... Okay, oh well, alright. That's not the worst. Sorry, pollen's crazy around here. Pass back. Can't really do anything. Their lack of dredgers is really good for us. Oh, they found one. Okay, but it didn't do anything yet. So they're gonna have a humongous turn next turn. I think it's better to stock up here. So we have 3 do-nothings, a Karn, and a Vexing Bauble that could kind of draw us a card. Karn wishing for something doesn't do a whole lot. Manifold Key, I mean, it lets us tutor for something else, I guess. I don't know. This game is very chalked. Oh, the Karn actually does do stuff if we don't die, because we can wish for some graveyard hate. I think the other part of the equation is the Manifold Key. We'll just put into play. Because we do have a Tormod script on our board. I think, though, the fact that they finally found a dredger. Although the first bizarre activation here does not actually see the dredger because it's in their hand. We still have outs. Like if we draw Tinker, D-Tutor, honestly, we don't even really care if we lose this Karn. Okay, so they still found nothing to get about. Okay, well, this game is going so strangely. We are actually somewhat still in it. Even through the chalice. Because I think what we'll do here is get Mana Vault, unless we draw something that lets us set up a win. We'll get our Mana Vault, we'll get Karn into play, and eat their graveyard. All of it. And then Karn can actually get another graveyard eater the next turn. So it's important to remember we should not get Tormod's Crypt when we get something to eat the graveyard with. Okay, so we drew a land. So, okay, I think what we're going to do here is go make a dude. Use this to untap that. We'll go get the old Mana Vault. Play Karn. Minus the Karn. Yes, please. Okay, I thought I had a Soul Guide Lantern as well, but that's okay. I think I'm just... Do I toast it now? I think... wait. If I wait, he's getting lots of bridge from below. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do the thing. Okay, PO's not the worst. Okay, he's got some dredgers this time. Doesn't get the Icarus back yet. Oh, he does chill us twice, so we're going to 1. Okay. Alright, so I think he's out of chills now. You could count, but... Oh my goodness. I'm so dumb. We can kill the Chalice with the Karn. Okay, we might just be okay here. I mean, obviously, I think if we'd done that last turn, we would have died, so it's probably better to clear his yard. But, yeah, we'll kill the Chalice and do our thing. I hope it's enough. Probably going to have to, go ahead and use this Manifold Key on the Mana Vault. Question is using what? Do I save the blue mana? I think because we have the Lotus, we're gonna do it this way. Okay, so we're gonna say no to this. Go keep. Draw. Okay, yeah. I guess using the blue mana was fine because. Boop. Goodbye, you. They get a bridge token. That's slightly annoying, but like kind of irrelevant. All at the same time. We know their hand is a dredger. Because we need to win emphatically right now, we'll pick up our Karn. Okay. Alright, we'll play you. Play you. Play you. Play you. We didn't draw another PO, but we did draw a Merchant Scroll, which is a de facto PO. It's a cool thing about Tezzerret here. It's just like free real estate with the Mana Vault. Let's go get a Mox Sapphire. Funny thing is, we drew the put this on always yield. Okay. Yeah, we go ahead and tap this, I think, because we're gonna cast a Merchant Scroll. All the things again. Still have 5 blue mana and the Lotus to help us get. Oh, and we found our Vault Key. Let us not click on. Let's just play Tezzerret here. We want to play Mopsicle. I mean, the game is over. It's just a matter of finding the best way to do it. And he skips. Yeah. Okay. Good job, Vault Key. Excellent work, Tezzerret, killing that Chalice. Oh, that was kind of huge. Gotta remember that one because I was sitting here trying to figure out how to get through the Chalice, thinking, and it was gonna be dumb when I couldn't, and I didn't have to. All right, so we'll bring in the Graveyard Hate, the Needle, and the old Sphinx as a Tinker target. What's bad against them? Chain of Vapor, despite being out to Chalice. Chalice is restricted. We're gonna just kind of hope they don't draw it every single game, right? Mental Misstep, not good. We don't care about their Noxious Revivals. Take you out, and Blazing Bobble's fine because it counters, makes it where they can't play stuff potentially. we'll just shave a single stock up here. Go from there. Yeah, we had some very good draws on that PO. Obviously, Karn was a good find on the stock up. Though, tried to think of it, almost didn't take it, which would have been heartbreakingly tragic. But yeah, live and learn. Thought we learned in real time there. Okay, so we have a bobble we can protect. A time walk. I think this is a keep. It's not a great hand. I would have liked it better if they were on, the multi 3 or something. Bobble, sometimes you can just put it into play and then make them do something. And then if they don't, or not bobble, excuse me, spell bomb. Like you don't usually have to just crack it right away. Depends on how good their 3 cards is here, but it's almost like a time walk. We're hoping it'll be really good for us here. It's obviously not nearly as lights out as it would be if we had a Luris to get and keep replaying it, but also our Tezzerret can fetch a Tormod's Crypt if we get to that point. So they pitched. Okay, so in order to protect the spell bomb, we have to force the grief. This is where they play a hollow one and just beat us for 4 every turn. Okay, so we didn't get a fast mana, which would have been nice. That's okay. So they will probably. They don't have a bridge right now. My computer's being laggy. Okay. So they're going to have an Ichrid trigger here. They're probably just going to eat a grief and hit us for 3. But if they want to dredge first, they may cause us to eat their yard. They did not want to dredge first. So this does give them a therapy, which could name Tezzerret. But if they dredge now, then there's a chance we go ahead and use the thing. Probably not though, because it's just a chill and just a hit from a thing. And we're almost to the point where we can just get value here. There is a non-zero chance we should just force reveal this therapy. I don't know if I like that. What are the chances he names Tezzerret here? Non-zero, but we have like 3 more in our deck. I think I'm just gonna let it resolve. A lot of times dredge players like to name PO here. PO's pretty strong. Yeah, see, named PO. So countering it would have been horrible for us. So depending on what we draw here, I may fire off the spell bomb. I don't know. If he comes with a grief at this point, we will definitely go ahead and force a will. So it doesn't activate Bazaar, just chilling. Okay, we drew a different blue card. So since we drew a different blue card, I want to cast this Time Walk. Because if I can find another mana, I can set up a turn where I can go use Tezzerret to go get Tormod's Crypt him, and then still have Spell Bomb up. And just drew more Tezzerrets. Okay. So here I think I'm just going to pass. I'm probably going to use a spell bomb during his upkeep. And we'll get the card out of it. Like, you know, it would be nice to cycle now to look for a mana, but doing it then can kind of keep him off of a couple of Bizarre, or keep him off of the bar. Like, he could use Bizarre at the end of our turn if we use it now. But if we wait, he can't really do that. Absolutely don't want to get Cabal Therapy now. So I think I am actually going to use this now. Because I don't want him to get the Amalgam back. Like, he could just eat the Thug and get the Amalgam back, and we're sitting here with no lands, and that's a lot of pressure. And this just kind of forces him to restart. Plus we get 2 looks at a mana source to cast Tezzerret with a Force of Will up. Tezzerret can get, like I said, Tormod's Crypt, or if we find enough mana to get Needle, that's pretty good too. We'll play the back. Because we like to draw cards. Well, that takes him off of spells, at least. And cycles, probably, because he doesn't have a lot of spells that I'm that worried about right now. So he pitches 3. If he finds some good ones here. Okay, so he's going to get to draw 5 off of the, or dredge 5 rather. Draw 5 would be insane. Okay, so he's getting a 1/1 and a Creeping Chill. I think we're okay with all of this. Should probably turn off auto yields in case he has a hollow one. I think we would force a hollow one at this point. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so we're going to force that. The good news for us is he doesn't have a Golgari. He doesn't have a, not a Golgari, a Cabal Therapy in his yard, which would be kind of devastating for him to name 2 Tezzerrets here. So he puts a Force of Will back on top of our deck. That's heads up play. So what we're going to do is play this Vexing Bauble, cycle it on his end step, I think, because cycling it now is only really good if we find Lotus. So I think we had ways to get through this game, but they just haven't worked out for us. So he dredges 4, doesn't dredge again, that's nice. Dumps most of his hand back, and then he can dredge again on his draw step. I say he, I don't know if my opponent's he, she, but just force a habit, I guess. Okay, this, I don't want to yield through their turn. We're going to cycle this Bauble, because they don't have, like, spells anymore. Strip Mine would have been deadly here. Kind of glad our opponent didn't find that. Okay, they're going to pass. Okay, we're at 5, which is a little alarming. I think we do have to go ahead and cycle this, though. Alright, there's just a mana source. Woohoo. There's also a mana source, but not as effective as this one. Okay, the good news here is we're going to get him off of Bazaar next turn, potentially. But we will go get our Tormod's Crypt. Well, I say potentially because always yield to the cruel captain. So what will happen here is we would love it if he just attacked Tezzerret. Okay, I don't think we can beat 2 more Archimedes here, so let's just do this now. He can dredge again, looking for a chill. We've been chilled a lot this game, though. You can look 1, 2, 3. There is one loose. So if he wants to dredge for that and he finds it, he does just win right here. He does not. Kind of find that surprising a little bit. I'm hoping he attacks the Tezzerret here. Would be really nice for us. He definitely has dredgers to put in the yard. And we're out of dredge hate to get. So the Tezzerret is very lethal next turn. We're probably just dead here, I think. No, he does attack the Tezzerret. That helps us immensely. I say immensely, like, okay, we're gonna die. He's just gonna count to 4 and kill us with the Icarid and the Archimedes, so let's just go to game 3. None of those were doing much. I mean, the Time Vault, obviously, Vampiric could have just turned into a Time Vault, which would have been amazing. But yeah. Okay. Do we want any of this other stuff? I don't think we do. I think we're good with the way it is. See if we can get there a little bit better this time. I ran into this problem sometimes playing the Unlucky Monkey / Justin Gennari style Jeskai PO deck, where you had 3 pieces of hate, and sometimes it just did not feel like enough. And it honestly may not be enough here, but we'll try it. I don't know, I kind of like the way the sideboard is set up to hit a lot of different things, but I could see cutting either Fluster, Consign, I don't know, something, just to put in more dredge hate, but I'm also curious to see how popular dredge is right now. Like, I hesitate to put in more because Tezzerret represents fetching all 3 pieces of our dredge hate. Speaking of which, this hand is pretty legitimate. We'd much rather have the Time Vault than the Manifold Key, but we're okay with this. And we have a piece of fast mana at the top. So we sneaked our 7. And we can't actually play Leyline without having to come off a Luris, which I've played Leyline in the Luris deck. Okay, your opponent is exiling cards. Maybe. Okay, we're back. Big question here is, do we care about Force of Vigor, or do we think they have Force or Grief? And they didn't exile either one to give us the direction in which we want to hedge. So I think what I'm going to do is play the Mox Jet first. Then this thing, since he's top. And then we'll jam this. And the reasoning here is I can dig for a blue card if I need to. Cast Force of Will. Okay, so okay, so we want to keep this on the bottom of these 3 cards because we'd like to cast it. We don't really care about the probe. So we're going to tap to draw a card here. And then Force of Will. And if they have Force of Vigor too, we're kind of in trouble. But we can play Tezzerret next turn. turn off auto yields. Why are we auto yielding? You may want to use this thing right now. Probably not.
Maybe we'll still just be like Tezzerret and bring on top of let's say bring.
We'd really love for them not to have a thing. A hollow boy. They put not much stuff in their yard. That's scary. Okay, good news. They may have found new Force of Will though. It's worth noting. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is play this.
It's difficult to learn how to do that with case of like, sure I could have played Tezzerret and then wandering.
Do we kind of want to find this ancestral? Okay, that's a little annoying, but not the end of the world. Let me just play that. Send it back. Yep. Turn off auto yields. Okay, because if they had green card vigor, we don't want to get. We want to eat what they have in their yard. Question is, do they want to dredge? Next turn we can cast our ancestral. I may wait till their turn just because they're playing this as though they may have a blue card and a force. They're no longer playing it as though they have a blue card and or force. Well, maybe. We'll just see. They just drew 2 off the top and they're pitching now, which is fine. Again, I would not like them to find a hollow one, but it's less scary than it was a minute ago. Oh, I need to leave that running in the background. Sorry. Watch fire truck later. Okay, so his yard is starting to look like a thing. Draw a card. We know it's a oh, it's the mana crypt. Alright, the ancestral is next. Right. So here we'll cast the Cruel Captain. Here's the hard part. We know our top card is in fact a really good one. But I kind of think putting a Pithing Needle into play here. I'm scared to have a thing though. I'm just going to untap this mana crypt. Because I know our next card is Forge of Will. Or Ancestral, excuse me. So since we know that and we have the Tezzerret in play, I think I'm going to actually just do this. Which will let him draw a card and draw 2 and dump 3 into his yard. Which will let him put and dredge once on his draw step. And then next turn, if his dredges are good, or if his yard is good, we'll get the Spell Bomb. If it's bad, we'll get Needle. If we draw another Tezzerret, we'll just do both. And be in really great shape. Obviously, say draw another Tezzerret, I do mean off of our Ancestral. Okay, so he has a Stinkweed Dump. He will dredge it. He hits Chill. That's fine so far. He has a Dredge 3 for next turn. So I think we're going to end up needling him here. We won the flip. Yay. Let's draw 3 cards. So we'll really think if he has a mental misstep. Okay, well, we drew 3 really good ones. Let's go get the needle. We'll take our chances on a Dredge 3, right? name Bazaar of Baghdad. This one. Always yield. Cast a stock up. Actually, I think we just want a PO. No, I think it would PO here. This could potentially get us to Spellbomb as well, because we can play the Tezzerret and cast it. We know your hand is black card something. Could be Mind Break Trap. That would be a little bit brutal. But I think we're just gonna win here. We'll just float. We'll if you cast a Mind Break Trap here. For that reason, we're not gonna put the needle back. Pick the needle up still. Those ones, I am done. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. No Force of Wills because my Break Trap. So it's without putting the painful artifacts into play. Go get our Time Vault. Actually, we can put the this thing, that guy into play. That's fine. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Okay, so now we're going to cast our D-Tutor. Opponent asked why we didn't pick the needle up, and I do think I was slightly afraid that he could have Mind Break Trap, that he would just play on the way back down, and he scooped. But yeah, we were going to win. Alright, good games. Alright, against Black Deck 99, another, a kind of a known dredger. I think we keep this. The sand seems okay. Yep, there goes Serum Powders. Well, there's a lot of Amalgami and a Hollow one. Okay, Mulligan again. Okay, he's keeping them. So I think the thing we're going to do here is just play our Mox. Check. Play our Vexing Bauble. They're going to force that. And I think we'll play our Saga here just because I want to build towards something. If they have Force of Vigor here, we are just cooked. Just absolutely cooked. But if they don't, getting closer to more artifacts with our Tezzerret seems great. We're going to chalice this on 0. Again with the chalicing. Ay. Okay, so I think the chalice on 0 makes Tezzerret a little less good. So we will go ahead and just cast our stock up. I mean, making guys here doesn't seem like the worst. But the question there is, like, do we even need these spells? I don't think we do, but I'll take the Fluster Storm. That was kind of a pathetic stock up, to say the least. And they only have one dredger, but it's like the king dog of dredgers. Oh, but they got an Archimedes back. That's fine. So they're going to get an Archimedes and chill. They didn't draw a card. Oh, now they're rewiring. Okay. Okay. Oh, they have another bazaar. Yeesh. Yeah, we're getting double chilled. Okay. Well, if we draw Time Vault here, we're in really great shape. Vampire Tutor might live. We might live long enough to get that to get a Time Vault. They have already chilled 3 times. Okay, I'm just kidding. They have a million things coming back now. Okay, so not Vampire Tutor, just like D Tutor, Time Vault. Misty Rainforest. What do you do for me? Make me scoop? I think you make me scoop. Where's our card in that game? Card did so much work. Game 1 against Dredge before. Killing the things, casting the things. I feel like that between the fact that they had the one of Chalice and the Double Bazaar was pretty brutal. Oh no, not the Bazaar. That wasn't even really the problem. The problem was the stock up just being miserable. Okay. Card no longer has good things to wish for. We did put our Sphinx in. Okay, good. Check. All right, let's go. Let's do the thing. Let's do it. Maybe a little better this time would be nice. Well, this is Needle with Force of Will backup. I think we keep. Fortunately, did not pitch a bunch of interaction on that Serum Powder, but he's mulling to 5. So that's helpful. So we know one of the ones is a Bazaar. So if he has like green card, Vigor, Force of Will, blue card, we're in a lot of trouble. This is one of the reasons I like to leave M forces because I think we're close enough to POing that I'm going to pitch a Snapcaster. Although that makes chaining POs a lot harder. So he didn't have a Force and he didn't have another Vigor right behind that because if you were going to cast it, you would have cast it immediately. So we might just be in good shape here. Well, it would help if we could cast some spells, but you know, address that problem later. We got Tezzerrets for days. And this Mox Oval being not Mox anything that we could use. It's kind of painful. It's okay. Oh my goodness. Seriously, Tezzerret? 1 or 2 was nice, but like 3 in a row. Opponent's getting close to... Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay, thank goodness we drew land. So he's going to draw that next turn. And he's going to get a Vigor off. I think we need to stock up. I think we needed our stock up to be better than this again. Once again. Okay, so he's going to draw Vigor. Probably Vigorous on upkeep. There goes our things. Now our land doesn't do anything. Our Academy. So we kind of need to draw a land and use Tezzerret to go get our, well, we'll just draw the Tormod script. Here, I think I'm actually just going to get this and go get a Lotus. I kind of want our kind of want our thing to start doing stuff. Our academy. It's kind of presently doing very little. Now it's doing a lot more. He's gonna get a narco amoeba. 2 of them. Did not find a chill for this silver smoke ghouls, and did not find any prized amalgai. So that's good news. Now he's gonna get the amalgam, 1 amalgam. Okay, so I think we're okay. I think I was supposed to toast those actually. Yeah, let's just do that now. Tezzerret dies. This goes back to the yard. Oh, he has a hollow boy. Okay. He has 2 hollow boys. Alright, we are in trouble. We're taking 10 next turn. Okay. Maybe we should have just left it. I don't know. And now we let him have the Ichrid back in the yard. Stock up. Stock up again. He has Mox Ruby and God, we have 1 more mana. We could just take Time Vault and be there. We could take Mana Vault. No, it's just got to be these 2, I think. Okay, well. Alright, let's get the Nihil's Ball on. If we can maybe get something next turn, like we can PO twice potentially. Like I think we're getting another. Let's make sure we get another turn. We don't get chilled out. So this is what 10, 13. Yeah, we get another turn. We weren't getting 2 turns either way, so I think we leave the Nihil Spellbomb in play just so it can make more mana and get picked up with PO. He's going to kill Tezzerret. Just smart. We're just dead to the Hollow Boys if we don't do something good here, so I kind of wish maybe we got a Mana Rock there. Things we don't need. Since we're very much on this, like, let's get the Mana Crypt. Always yield. Sorry, I got some friends that love to talk about AI that are, you know, talking about AI right now. Okay, 12. PO. Sorry to say, if he set up where he has, well, hello there. Okay. I think we're just gonna put a vamp, use vamp to put a time bomb on top of her deck. And then we'll play out our mana rocks. Not our Tezzerret though, because why would we do that? Yeah, okay, just skips to that. He knew we had the key, and we probably put the vault on top, so yeah, smart. That was looking quite dire, and then we exploded it out and did stuff. Let's see if we can do that again, maybe. Possibly even without all the dire looking mess. I'm gonna silence these people. Yeah, 30 unread messages on the going back and forth about how much AI is going to change the world. All right, opponent's going to play first. We have a turn 1 Tezzerret. They have a 7-card hand. I mean, I'm going to keep it. I don't think it's going to win. But I don't know what 6 looks like that I think is better. I really don't know what 6 we're playing, but that's better than this. And, okay, they have a Hollow Boy. They have 2 Hollow Boys. Well, the good news is they only have 1 piece of interaction left now, potentially. So let's play this. Let's play that. He appears to be F6. I could do it so that I get a card if I get Spellbomb, but it costs me having access to Grim later, but then my Saga tokens are blocking his dudes. I think that's fine. Do I want to get Spellbomb or Needle here? I think I want the Needle. Call me crazy, but like we're gonna take 8 and probably really only 4 because our Saga is gonna eat 4, and then we have guys coming. But if he has the strip mine, it's really bad. But I think we just want the Needle here. Oh, he's okay. Yeah, and then I shouldn't have played the Grim, but I guess that's fine. So he dredges. He doesn't hit a whole lot. He does have 2 more dredgers, 3 more dredgers in yard. So slow dredging. I don't know. It may just be good enough here. Well, I take that back. He's gonna get 1 more turn to slow dredge. No. He's not gonna get a turn to slow dredge. We're just gonna kill his yard right now. Or I guess we could let him slow dredge and then kill it. I don't know. Doesn't slow dredge. Does he want to attack for 4? Not really. He scoops. Yes, we got him again. All right. All right, and we keep on with the winning. Through the dredge. All right, round 3. Is this hand to keep? It's a turn 1 Tezzerret. I can untap my monolith. It's not doing a whole lot else. I don't think I'm gonna keep it for science. I don't even know if we'll play a turn 1 Tezzerret, because if it doesn't resolve, then we're just kind of in a bad spot. But maybe it's not even that bad a spot. Okay, they're on Luris. Probably Loris controls.
So 7.
The blue black land and the
Uh,
white
mana
knocks.
return to us. We'll let that mana go.
Okay,
We'll
well
spend that
that's
card.
not like the boy I wanted to draw there.
7 life shouldn't target us. Another flesh breaker.
I probably should put an island into play.
Okay, then take
I'm not
that.
sure how much. So I think they may have spell
Okay,
pierce.
flesh break.
So I think
Thing.
I'm gonna wait a turn because I can.
For each card. This card.
And like, if they want to wasteland my blue source, I don't really care because I have the mocks. Number one, number two.
Doesn't quite do it. Deck format.
Esperland, Lavinia me. Lavinia would be kind of rough. Just bring Loris into your hand. No, okay. So they're leaving up. Now it's like hard cast Force of Negation. I think.
Flip into City of Traitors.
Yeah, that looks like a Force of Negation type play. Okay, well,
The Mox Ruby makes.
without cracking the fetch, I think we'll just play the Tezzerret now.
Mox Ruby for more damage. City of Traitors.
Could be a Bowmaster. That's a thing, possibly.
Mox Ruby isn't more damage than City of Traitors. But
Opponent's thinking about this a lot. It was a Force of Negation, but it was pitching Fluster. Okay, well, I think I actually prefer that because my hand is so terrible, but I can see why they would do that because if they have some other piece of interaction, it looks like I could be repping, coming right back with a PO.
Another 2 points, so.
They cast a stock up. That's pretty good. I'd like to cast those too. Just saying. We could actually cast a stock up and
I guess they just all know that nothing else.
okay, they're gonna probe us. Now they know we don't have anything good. They're like, I played around this for nothing. But we did get kind of a free fluster score out of the deal, which I will not complain about. Wasteland delay. I don't really care about that either. I have lands for days. I have mana for days. I need action. This is not the action. And we're not going to play that one because they don't know that we have that one. This poor Snapcaster has literally nothing to flash back. So, I think I'm going to pull the island out of my deck because I don't want to draw it. I have another fetch land if I should draw Brainstorm. Just get the island out. They showed us a wasteland, so we don't want to get into Underground Sea. We have one in our hand and a fetch to get another one. This just does nothing. I can snap it, like Snapcaster, except it exiles itself. I want to entice them to play Wasteland if they draw it. I'm fine with that. We just need some gas. This Force Science plan here. The science ain't sciencing. Their best play last turn was pull Loris. If they cast Loris here, I mean, they can't really attack with it. Yeah. See, they're just kind of like, well, I guess they could. Okay. I'm going to play this. I'm going to go to their upkeep and cast this Ancestral. I'm not Ancestral. It's going to feel like an Ancestral because it's going to draw 3 cards, but unless they tap out a lot. Okay, well, now I'm just going to do it now. If we have one more mana, we could flash this back right now. Okay, they have a Force Will. Okay. Seems fair. Oh, Mindbreak Trap in the main. That's an interesting one. Actually, I'm not going to do this now. So I was going to do this now to save the mana, but like... Actually, it does not matter because I'm not Snapcastering this PO in any world. Like, they passing in another Brewmaster? Oh, jeez. Okay, this is going to be tough. So we have to look at this. It's almost like they have a Shielder in play. So being at an odd life total is kind of fine. I don't want to be at 12 because that means I can draw less cards, but I also do want to untap this, so I'm going to untap it. They have Loris in one card. That one card could very well be a Okay, well, if it's Force of Negation, I make him tap out now. If it's Fluster Storm, can I just pay? Yes. I take 1,000,000 damage from this, but I think it's just gonna have to be what it is. So I draw 4, this would be 2/4. Oh, it's a Sword Singer guy. Okay, cool. So we draw 3. Ha! Joke's on you, we take less damage this way. We also are still gonna die, but that's beside the point. In fact, I think we may just be dead. Like, we kind of need to find a time walk into something useful here. Like, that guy is hitting us for 1,000,000, dude. Damn, my scoop. I think we're just dead there. Alright, well, this matchup we did not expect to be certainly amazing. We do want the dress downs, I think. Keep in our chain of Vapor Wound. Hercules Recall, sometimes they play Stony Silence, which just doesn't do anything against, but sometimes they play Null Rod. So we are going to bring in the Fawn, even though Fawn is not a card you think, oh, that's just great against control that plays only on your turn, but it is kind of good if they're trying to Null Rod you. Karn doesn't do a ton here. Merchant Scroll seems slow sometimes. We already cut our bad tutor. I want to keep all of these. I want to keep all of these. I want to keep all these. You know, drawing double opal can be bad. I don't like Brainstorm necessarily when your opponent's playing a lot of Bowmasters. It's not like you can play around it a little bit, but if you walk into it, it can just be bad to the point of, you know, game ending. So 2 more cuts. I think they may have Lavinia, so I'm kind of valuing the dress downs more than I would if they were just blue-black control. Maybe we do shave a Tezzerret. And 1 more card. Let's just go to 2 Flusters. Yeah, that seems fine. Let's try that. This matchup is mostly about not letting the... Okay, this hand's way too slow. This one is significantly quicker. Yeah, I think I'll just put that back. And it doesn't get wastelanded because we play 2 basics because we're cool like that. I think I'm actually going to fluster this. They really don't want me to have that. They're gonna have to... This means we're not getting null routed or something this turn because they don't have fast mana. And it means if we draw a land, specifically, we can if they cast something, then we can cast our Soul Ring. I'm not forcing it. Well, I can't forcible that because we have a bobble in play. It'd be very awkward if we tried to do that. This now means any of our Tezzerrets are lethal. No. Okay, so they have nothing but colorless mana. This is really good for us. A little time walk. I think we just, like, I want to come off the bobble, but I also don't. Okay, your turn. maybe we do it now just to. No, I can't imagine. They've got to have mocks in their hand that they want to cast their stuff with, and so I think we just chill right here. Like, this would let us cast the stock up, but like. I mean, they're about to have to discard. Okay, well, I can wait another turn, I think. Psychic Frog hits the bin. That's a good sign. Okay, well, here we go. Let's just do the thing. I think we're good here. Doop. Let's take some turns. And they're good. Alright. Man, Bobble. Bobble. Doing the work right there. Okay, well, we didn't see, like, if they'd shown me null rods, I might have considered bringing in recalls or consign, because null rod is just that scary, but I think we just run it back. Getting our work in this league. No 2-0s, no 0-2s. Playing all the matches, or all the games. Okay, yeah, this is kind of what we're here for, right? They mulligan. That's a good sign. We love it when our opponents mulligan. The only question here is, do we go Mox Land, Grim Monolith, Tezzerret, get Mox Sapphire, play Mox Sapphire, cast Ancestral, or do we go Mox Land, pass, cast Ancestral? I'm leaning towards Mox Land, pass, cast Ancestral. Our opponent did show us Mindbreak Trap. If we drew a Force of Will, I think I might consider doing it the other way, just because that puts us so ahead on the board. But they're gonna fetch. Like that probably means they have like a Fluster Storm maybe, or Spell Pierce. See, now this has such high upside because it sets our Pizos up better, but we can just do that next turn as well. So. We do kind of want to leave our fetch land in hand. Oh, okay, nothing. No. Oh my. Yeah, well, if we get null rotted this turn, we're pretty cooked. But or Lavinia. Lavinia is a gal that could happen too. Oh, nothing. Okay, opponent. Seal of Cleansing. Oh, not Seal of Cleansing. Okay, this is. I mean, oh, and we. Oh goodness. Oh boy, guys. I think we're gonna do some things here. I don't think they have 2 counter spells, and if they do, they can get us. That's fine. Does he want to force this? Oh man. If you would like to force this, I will allow that. I kind of just want to put Vexing Bobble into play and then replay it. Is that crazy? I don't know. That might have been crazy. Because now I have to use my Lotus, but that being said, okay, that's fine, I guess. I didn't even think about that. That's, yeah. Heads up, opponent. Okay, now I do want to fetch an Underground Sea. I know that opens up the Wasteland, but if they have something... I feel like if they had the Null Rod or the Stony Silence, it would have gotten put into play last turn. If they have like double counterspell and don't rip it here, like we just have to fade and draw step, and we're kind of in just run it back territory. Because they'll have 0 cards in hand, which would be nice for us. We'd love to draw Yawgmoth as well. Kind of nuts here. Okay, they're letting us draw 1 million cards. We do love to draw 1 million cards. This just gives us 1 more permanent in play. So we can draw 5 instead of 4. Not you. You. I don't want to look at 5. I want to draw 5. Let's do all the things. All right, you can play. Back out there. Yeah, one scoops. Got him. Good game. All right, 4th match. We're on the play. We always like that. Nonobo. Man, this is a good hand, I think. We'll keep. Question is, do we play Lotus, Bauble, Top, Academy potentially, or do we... It's another Dredger, so it's an awful quick mulligan. No Luris. There's a chance. I think what we're going to do is go Lotus into Saga into Bauble. Okay, they're just F6. That's nice. Love when they F6. I'm past the turn. See what they're up to. Not free spells. That's what they're not up to. Ancient Tomb. That thing, sure. Ancient Tomb into this does not mean we're getting... Okay, they're metamorphing. I don't think I care about that. So it's just jewel shops, I imagine. They're either making blue mana because they have none off of the Lotus, or they're making another Soul Ring. Both of those things are very strong. So the thing is that there's being jewel shops. We are far less enthusiastic about making construct tokens. Like, could construct tokens win this game? Maybe. Oh, you know what could win this game, though? Pretty much right now. I gotta tell you. It's probably this guy. What am I doing? Let's play that. And they're skipping. Yep. So that was fortuitous. We drew a restricted card. We cast it, and we won the game instantly. Okay, so we bring in these guys. I don't hate the... This can name the ring. I guess that's fine. We'll bring in one of these. Why not? Right? Because it's... Like, Hercules-ing them when they go for a big PO is not bad. I don't love Flusterstorm against them. A lot of times they have enough mana that you can stop. They can stop a Flusterstorm. A Chain of Vapor is like the only way to answer a Karn. I put the Fawn in. Okay. Okay. Slow Tutor is too slow. Stock Up is a little slow here. And Mental Misstep has so few targets. Like, the targets are good, but like I've said before, there just aren't that many. Like, you get an Ancestral, great. You get a something else like that, great. But okay, we have a pretty solid turn here. Yep, they have a solid turn as well. They have their own Karn. Okay, so I don't think we get to complain about this. We do get to lose to it. That is true. But we don't get to whine about them having a Karn on turn one because we had a very fast Karn last game that was highly effective. This consigned to memory is looking a little sad because it could have done some serious work there. But it is what it is. You live by the Karn, you die by the Karn. I do think if people are going to play PO with like, and I'm sure he's probably playing Tezzerret too. Oh, it's going to cast a Grafdigger's Cage. Okay. Turns off our Snapcaster, sure. And our Yogg-Will. Okay. We're going to play the slowly crawl out from under this plan with Karn Structs potentially from the Saga. Oh, can't cancel that. All right, we're gonna concede. Like that's. I guess we could have consigned the trigger from whatever we got, but I don't know. This game is it's getting worse. We did leave an A Flusterstorm. Would be great right there. But so yeah, we'll just keep in one Fluster, I guess. All right, let's run this back and hope it's a little better this time. Maybe we should have mulliganed to a force. I don't know. I don't like. With the consign, we had a turn 2 counter. Okay, this is slow, but good. We can DT for Tinker, I guess. Yeah. If we draw a blue card next turn, we can have Force of Negation and we can consign something, which is okay. They're mulling to 5. This is really nice for us. Not gonna lie. Thinking about going to 4. I've seen Jewel Shop's players win from 4 before, so, you know, don't feel too mad for him. Any fast mana here is good too, but we'd rather have... We're also on the play. We should act like it. Put a land in. Last game was so close, you know, I still thought I'd won it. Okay, I don't want to counter his mana. I kind of want to, but... Okay, that resolved. Good. That's not good. Oh, he did it again! Got the Mystic Forge. That's an interesting one. Okay, well, this, I think... Because we just cast that. Yeah, we'll probably lose now. Well, maybe we don't lose. We can Tinker next turn. I think. 1, 2, 3. No, we're gonna be a mana short. We need a Mox. We need to draw a Mox here so we can Tinker. Could almost just get our own Karn here. Oh my goodness, he has the Academy too. Oh, we're in trouble. I don't know why he made mana and then exiled the top card, but that's fine. I guess we could detour for Time Walk potentially. Oh, we killed our Mox because he's not an idiot. Ah, that would have been helpful for him to not be smart. Maybe he just does nothing? Okay, he does nothing. That's good news. No, he's tinkering. Why? So many good things. Ah, too strong. think I'm packing this up when he casts this counter spell. Okay, well, I guess we can live with that a little bit. Because we can still tinker next turn, but we won't have a land drop. Although he can get Lattice if he's playing it now. I can't imagine we're winning this game, but like, I guess we'll try because reasons. Yeah, he's making more jewels. If he shows us a reasonably strong draw spell here, we're gonna scoop. This is unfortunate. I think between the last, I had a league I started 0-1, I won 4 straight, and won a trophy, and then I won these 3. So that's 9 matches in a row, won with this deck. I don't even think like this matchup doesn't feel heinous. It just feels like Karn is Karn. Okay, they got the ball key. Cool. We can scoop to that. All right, well, see if we can get the 4-1. All right, 5th and final round. I think this guy plays either Dredge or Mono White. Either way, I hate this hand. Fluster, the Citadel's a non-card. I don't really love this hand either. I'm actually going to put back the PO because it's doing so little. We'll just keep our oval in case we can find more Moxen to go with it. Pass the turn. Nope. Nope. Not getting dredged. Not getting oofed though. Yeah, this looks an awful lot like Oothmas. Okay. It is oofing time. And a death rate. Yep. Good Lotus. Bug players always get to have a Lotus in their opening hand. You have to remember that. It's a key component of playing against the bug deck. I don't think I want to play the Bauble because it's never leaving. I could cast a DT here, probably get Ancestral. And then when they Bowmaster us in response, we can just scoop, right? Let's do that. Scooping this game seems advisable for the time equity here, but oh my goodness, I cannot tap. Alright, Toots. Oh, just kidding, we're not gonna get the tutor. This game's going horribly. Awry here. Yeah, seems fine. Seems like I would pay the 2 if I could, but alright. Yep. I don't think we're winning this one, folks. I mean, I want to say for sure, but like, you know, chances ain't great. Oh, we're getting strip mine. No, we're not getting strip mine. Are we just playing an Oko here? Oh, a hold reacher. Well, this is gonna be a tough one. Our opponent is doing all the things you would expect the deck to do, or like what you would want to do to beat this deck. Like, time walk and Force of Will, or time walk polluted delta. Or, I don't know. I would take the Force of Will, I guess. In the order I go. I mean, the Force of Will is, you know, a smidge bit late here. I'd like to have seen it when the Oof was getting cast, or when the Hull Breacher. Like, either one, really. That being said, this is where we're at, so let's play through. If by play through, I mean get beat to death by hate bears, because that's what's going to happen. If he drains us down, we have 2 turns here to figure this out with 1 less mana. Maybe should have just taken the land over the Force of Will. Oh, that's helpful. Not. Cycle our time walk. Love how he's leaving up the drain. Like he could just have a spell pierce here to like further wreck us. Yeah, play land. What could we draw to get us out of this? I think the answer is nothing. Ancestral into Chain of Vapor and Yogwill. That seems like about our best out. No, we can't Ancestral. That's not an out. Nothing's an out. Toxic Deluge. That is a good one. Maybe we should consider that on the board. Well, it's not this guy. So let's go. I mean, they don't even have to attack again because they can drain. We're dead. Okay. So, yeah. I remember, Reese not that long ago, he played Null Rod in the main deck of the Frog deck to beat stuff like I think actually both of these are fine. Just because, like, if we steal Hull Breacher, that's great. Okay. Does that mean we don't want Citadel? Citadel kind of... Is this too optimistic here with the portal? I think maybe. But we could get their frogs. I do love frogs. I've talked myself out of it. Let's not do this. This can stop things they do. I don't love having slow tutors against control decks. This seems... I don't know. I'm never... Like Merchant Scroll, like I have a hard time deciding whether I like it or not. I'm gonna one of these Fluster Stars. I don't think I want both. Not you. Aiming for this Tezzerret. I think I'm gonna shave a PO just because, like, I hate Brainstorm when your opponent's playing Hull Breacher. Like, it's bad enough when they're playing Bowmaster, but, like, Hull Breacher's a whole nother level of hurt. This hand is... No. This hand is yes. We can do this one. We'll put back a PO. Maybe it was Snapcaster, but Snapcaster's also really good if we end up in a situation where we're casting, like, flashing back the Ancestral. Seems strong. So we're going to pass in their turn, we're going to fetch us an island, and we're going to snap off this Ancestral. And if they force it, we're going to fight. If they force it again, we're just going to have, like, nothing going on. Yep, time to fight. Send in the PO. Oh, they did have the double force. Oh, what can you do? You'd love to rip like mana. Perfectly lands, right? Well, that sort of is a mana. They have a misstep? No, they're just gonna probably cast that Oof here, and we're gonna cry. Yeah. Called it. Is the wasteland, but not the land he needs to do the thing here. Comes the Oofy. Yeah, double fours into Oof. I mean... Oh, now he gets to Ancestral. That seems cute and fair. Can't even pretend to fluster. There's no sense in it. And there's the shaman. Love to just draw fetch land here. So if we ended the second force, we would have PO'd for all those on like the second turn. Probably been okay. Yeah, we're opponent drew really, really well. Oh, goody. You did find the strip line. Well, I'm gonna float in blue because I can. No, I feel like we had a couple of good games here, and then just got demolished by Karn 2 games and by vaguely gestures to all of this for the round 5. What can we possibly peek at? What else do we need here? Frog? Like, just because? Seems fair. Okay, I'm done. I'm taking this one on the chin. But yeah, I do think the deck they're playing is a very good choice. If everybody wants to try and do Tezzerret stuff, that you can shut down the artifacts, you can attack down the leftover Tezzerret with the creatures because you have lots of them, and yeah, I mean, good game.